Hey yo, this is Amir.
And this is Hanafi.
And this is Nazarene.
And we are the Golden Nuggets Podcast.
Imagine being told a year ago that your next big adventure wouldn't involve scaling mountains but embarking on a journey into sheep breeding. That's right, sheep breeding. A venture that's not just a leap into unknown, but a step towards something truly rewarding. A chance to connect with nature, to invest in life, and to see growth in the most unexpected of ways. With Aliyah Rizq Holdings, this isn't just a dream. It's a tangible opportunity to invest in a program designed not just for financial return, but for a sustainability and connection to Earth. Ready to start your adventure in shipbreeding? Visit tgnpodcast.com/ARHinvest and discover how you can be part of this.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets Podcast. And we left off at the parents' support with Darlene. Okay, Amir, I don't know, do you need Amir to ask you the question again?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so based on the last episode, my last question to you was actually, considering that your parents are Asian parents, how they are with people going to business, that their perspective is different. How do you
stereotype? Sorry.
Yeah, I was the Asian parent.
Sorry. Carry on.
Can or not?
I think most people will agree that.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, so how do you eventually tell them this is really the route for you, and how did they eventually show support for you?
I didn't tell them.
Oh.
No, okay, no. So they knew that I was doing something else other than school, and I would understand completely because I'm not a citizen, so the fees that we pay to the schools is much more expensive.
Yeah.
So of course to them, it's a very big investment for me, and they would want me to do well. So, but they're not the kind of parent that would want me to get A's actually, like just pass Ken already. So they're quite chill on that. Yeah. So when we did the TheMeetUpSG, they expressed a lot of concerns, and not only because of the monetary aspect of it, it's also because they see me struggling a lot. They see me not sleeping. They see me physically and mentally exhausted. And sometimes you would even see me cry because, when you're in business, you have to have a strong front, right? And then finally, when all the doors are closed and nobody's watching you, just just burst out, and they would catch me doing that. Yeah, so they were very concerned about me, and the thing is the way they express the concern can be very hurtful. But I know it's just really out of care. Like for instance, you're doing this out of nothing, you're wasting your time. You just live comfortably. You don't even need to work or anything. Just have a good life. Yeah, but I refuse to do that. Yeah, to me, I'm young. I want to make something out of for myself. Yeah, then. So it was very difficult for me, especially when we were not making money. Yeah, so for 3 to 4 years, I didn't have any support from my parents. And then running a business also sometimes would make you not come home so early. Yeah, because you need to do a lot of admin work and storing up of a lot of decorations. And it's a concern for them because we had a warehouse in Bukit Batok and it's quite ulu. So yeah, they would be they would not like it whenever I tell them that I have to be there. Yeah, and I have to be there sometimes 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Okay. Yeah, so it was such a struggle for me because emotionally, not only are you very exhausted, physically exhausted from the business, you're also exhausted from your family. So outside, inside, you're just burnt out. Yeah, and they've been doing that. They've been trying to shoot bullets at me and stuff. They stopped doing that when they realized that I was making money. Yeah, so you could try to explain to your parents.
How did they come up with that realization?
They would see the Instagram, and then they would see that we are working with big clients, and they would see how frequent we are getting clients. So that's when they started to tone down and be supportive. Believe me, I have stood up for myself. I have talked to them and said that, hey, you know what, this is my life. You just F off, Yeah, but it doesn't work because they never listen. Yeah, they think they're right. And it's the same for a lot of people also. But I think a lot of people make the mistake of resenting their parents because they were not being supportive. At the end of the day, they are reacting that way is really out of their love and concern. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much how I dealt with the situation. I just kept going. I stayed strong, and I let the results speak for itself. Yeah.
Has there been any instances or any point of time where perhaps the company really need a bit of funds, and then you have to end up asking from them for a bit of funds?
Yes. Yeah.
How does that conversation goes?
Oh, it's easy. Because I mean, okay, how to say? Sometimes we ask for funds, not because we don't have the money, it's because we don't have the money yet. So a lot of our clients who are, especially those very big clients, they have like a payment term which they will only give us full payment 75 days after the event or 30 days after the event. And the thing is that their event, the cost itself can be $100,000. Yeah, so it's like a big cash outflow from us. And I am also running other events as well. So I do need the cash flow for other events. So this is where Rosini and I, we ask our own parents for help. And they're easy. It's okay. They're very understanding. But that's because they have seen the results. Yeah. So it's easy.
But before they seen such results, have that conversation ever happened?
No. Thank God. Yeah.
You mentioned that at the start they didn't know that you were running business. How long did it take?
Actually, I only told them about the MeetUpSG 3 months later. Yeah.
Okay,
because I myself had the doubt as well. Like, okay, maybe this might not work out.
Yeah.
Then when I saw like 3 months in, I was like, oh, actually, you know what? This might work out. So I gotta say something. Yeah.
Okay. When do you graduate, and at which year of the MeetUpSG was that? When did you graduate?
From diploma or degree? Yeah. I think last year I graduated from degree. Yeah, last year. Yes.
Oh, year 7.
Yes. Yeah.
Year 7 of MeetUpSG.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember telling myself, like, Rosini and I had a goal that once you graduate from uni, let's have an office and a team. Made it. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember that. Yeah.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. What's the future plans for the MeetUpSG?
So currently we're focusing on growing the company. So we are looking into automating our system.
Okay.
Because being an events company, we have a lot of labor involved. Yeah, so we're just trying to streamline everything such that the company is running by itself, and hopefully Rosini and I can rest up a bit more. Yeah. So that's a goal for now, and obviously we are looking to hire people with, of course, valid experiences. And not just about the grades, but valuable experiences.
And I believe right now you guys, as the founders, you are also running as your C-suite executive roles, right?
Yes.
And have you ever thought of how you're gonna pass the baton when you have your own CEO, CFO in the near future?
Well, I have thought of that. It would be heaven. But you know what? We have worked with people that actually are of potential. I can only count them with my fingers.
That is within your company right now.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. And they are great. They understand the company. They are passionate about it, and they actually they care about the company. Yeah. It's hard because like when you are running your own business and then you hire people, right? There are people that are just yes men, and there are people who just like you tell them what to do, they will do, and they don't do it efficiently, and it's a waste of your time. But the people that we currently have right now, they are efficient with their work. They care about every single thing in the company, and it's just nice to have people like that. I mean, it took us so many tries to finally land on these valuable individuals.
Okay.
Yeah, because we used to hire people, right, with good grades. Yeah, but they come into the company and then they actually don't know anything. They only know book things. But in the company, especially in the events industry, it's a lot of hands-on. It's a lot of talking to people. It's a lot of communicating and negotiation. So what if you graduated from a very nice uni, but you don't have that skill? So what are you? Yeah, so the people that we have now, they in fact, I don't think they graduated from degree.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It's purely out of
they are
experience.
great. Yeah.
And these people, these individuals that you are talking about, are they like older than you guys?
Yeah. Yes. But not much older.
Hence the experience that they have, lah. Right?
Wouldn't it be lovely to be sitting on the board and then just like, hey, where's my report?
Yeah. Actually, we are not even formal. In the company, we are very comfortable with each other. And that's just nice because, I mean, if you work 5 days a week, right? Most of the time you're spending yourself in an office. Might as well be a comfortable and friendly office. That's what we have. Yeah.
Have you ever had like overseas clients?
Yes. Many.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Question. Do they pay for the transport fee?
Yes.
The travel fee?
And the accommodation, yes.
And the accommodation?
And the food, yes. Of course. That's the reason why we're in that country is because you have an event there, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite kind of event. We did one recently, last year. This year, January, for Benefit Cosmetics.
Okay.
We went to Vietnam. It was just a successful, beautiful event. Yeah. Amazing experiences.
Wow.
The best part about this is...
We are quite envious, like.
The best part about it is usually for these like overseas, clients who want to go overseas, right? There's always that one day that they want to explore the country. So they will do something like a touristic kind of thing. So you also get to enjoy that experience as well.
But do you need to plan the experience as well?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, our company handles everything from A to Z. The accommodation, the flights, the food, the program, everything. Yeah. The safety.
Okay. I mean, sounds fun.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
really fun, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe we should have a events part of the company.
The golden events.
Oh, wow.
We need to think further. Brainstorm. Yeah, but they will be competitors. So,
Then I'll see you.
or unless you guys acquire us.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's your future plans for the company. What about for yourself? You are still like very young, 26 years old. What does your retirement plan looks like?
So my biggest goal is to retire early. And other than the TheMeetUpSG, I do Forex trading.
Okay.
And it took me years to be profitable. And I'm finally at the stage where I can have Forex trading as part of my income source. So with that, I want to have a digital nomad lifestyle in where I live in the Philippines and I just explore the islands and do free diving. Yeah.
Just Philippines?
Of course, I want to travel all around the world. But the main country to explore is the Philippines. Because honestly, when I was in the Philippines, I never thought of exploring the country. I mean, I did want to explore other places because in my family, we are very adventurous. Almost every month, we have 2 trips locally. And because the Philippines is like a bunch of islands, right? So we fly to like the next island and there's always different things to see. But only when I stepped out of the Philippines that I realized that, hey, there's so much to offer and I want to help the tourism in my country also. And the economy and help. I'm very passionate about this, but I want to help save the environment and the oceans. So I want to create content out of that. I don't aim to earn money from it. I really just want to show people the importance of the environment, the nature, and the oceans. Yeah. So that would be my retirement plan.
I really think you can pull that off.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like, aside from the fact that you already have experience running events, storytell through your events, I think doing it through content creation wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if let's say you really can earn from Forex, I think that would make it much easier because you don't need to think about money. You just need to think about your creative.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely hope that we can see that happen very soon.
Stay tuned.
I just saw this TikTok video. They say like one life hack that no one ever shares is
What's that?
you don't have to be rich.
Okay.
but make friends with rich people. So we can start making friends with Ami.
Yeah, maybe.
If you want to travel to Philippines and so on, yeah.
Sure, you know what? I'd love to like show you guys around.
Mm.
One day.
Okay. Yeah. Perhaps I'll show you around Dubai.
Yes, sure. Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely we can plan for that. I have a friend. Our next week guest lah. Who runs a events and tourism company in Dubai.
Nice.
Yeah. So definitely you can tap on him to also bring people around.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think perhaps the last part of this podcast, we maybe ask you a bit about a bit about how you actually manage your team, because I think that is the biggest challenge that you actually share with us. Right? That is one of your biggest challenges aside from the age discrimination.
Yeah.
Can you share with us? You mentioned that you started with you actually had 10 in your payroll, and then now it's gone down to 5, right? Can you share with us that journey, like how you eventually started to hire that 10? Was it a very quick hire? And then how was the process in letting them go? What was the conversations like? All this.
Yeah. So there was a point in time where we had a lot of sales in the company, and obviously, like when you're already up there, sometimes the growth is just like, like it's like trading. You see, like you would eventually make more and more and more. Then Rosini and I thought like, hey, you know what? If sales is not the issue, and we need to expand the company, let's hire more people. And I wouldn't say that it was a quick hire lah, but it definitely wasn't like a carefully selected hire. Yeah, so we grew the company from 3 to 10 in like a span of probably 5 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we really thought that, oh, wow, now we have a big team. Our progress is going to be exponential. But that wasn't the case, because with a big team, you need to handle a lot of people. You need to manage a lot of people. And you as a boss, I hate to say this, but you have to play with their personalities. Yeah. And it's just not just like the personality, but the drama, the politics, and I'm a very big believer, and Rosini as well, that we don't want to have any politics in the office. Like that's one thing that I really did not like in my internship. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to bring it into to the company. But for some reason, this is where I learned it also the hard way. There's always the employee's perspective and the employer's perspective of things. Because to me and Rosini, we would ask them to, be open to us. If you have an issue with us, please let us know. Yeah, don't be scared of us, because we don't bite, we don't scold you guys. If anything, it's a casual, friendly environment. But there's always that figurine that you're the boss, right? So they're never 100% open with you.
Yeah.
So there are sometimes small issues that they cannot address to us because they're afraid. They would spread it around the employee circle.
Okay.
And because of that, it becomes like another thing. And then it will boil down to another perspective that we did not want them to have and we did not intend to have. It's just really their own perception of everything. And because of that, there was a period of time where it was just very tense in the office and we could not understand why. So these are like samples of being a boss. Like you will have to face this kind of... I would say drama and handling your employees. Yeah.
Some people say that if you run a 50-50 partnership, one of you should be the authority figure in the company, and then the other one should be the friend to the employees.
The good cop. Good cop.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that like the case for you?
Yes. Yeah, that's actually perfectly well said.
Okay.
Yeah. So
who's the bad cop?
I think I would say I wish Rosini was here. I would say that most of the time she is the bad cop.
Okay.
And I'm the good cop.
Okay.
But we switch roles if needed. Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why is because in the operations of the company on a day-to-day basis, she oversees it more than I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So task management wise, she's the IC of it. And then for me, I'm the IC of the finance health of the company. Yeah. But we still like help each other, but that's our main role, I would say. So that would be the reason why she's the bad cop. Yeah. But she's still a very good bad cop. Yeah. Not like the tyrant in the company, no. No.
I see. Okay. And then downsizing to 5.
Yes.
How was that journey like? How did you let go of the
Heartbreaking. Really.
How do you let go of the stuff? When do you know that okay, I think this is really not working out, and then you need to tell them?
You see, when Rosini and I realized that the number of people versus the growth just didn't make sense, we were making losses just because we had good sales, but we had a lot of people to pay. And the value that they were bringing was just not enough. Yeah. I mean, sure, if I'm a very big company and I can just hire like one person to do one specific role and one person to do one specific role, then maybe, that can work out. But we are a SME. Yeah. So whatever they do, they have to be sort of entrepreneurs in a way. Yeah. That's very important in a startup. And when we had to let go of people who were just not fit for the role, it was just really heartbreaking because you have that guilt also as a boss that, you are paying them, and once you fire them, they don't have the income anymore. So there's always that sense of guilt.
Oh,
and
wow, never thought of that way.
In fact, we had this one person that really broke my heart because he was a very kind person. Yeah, and he was very helpful to everyone. But his skills were just not fitted for the company. Yeah, and then we gave him a lot of chances. We tried to find his strength for the company, but we just couldn't. We had to let him go. Yeah. So I remember that day. There's also other people that were easy to let go as well, because it just doesn't work out.
So how does the conversation how does it go? Imagine I'm the guy who is kind.
Yeah, how does it go?
Yeah.
Ami, we need to talk.
Yeah. Is that how you start?
So basically, we have a separate office.
Okay.
So, for instance, I would text you like, "Hey, let's talk in the office." And that's where we explain everything to that person, that you have all these good skills, but it's just not what we need. And you're better off somewhere than with us, because everything that we are doing right now, we can be friendly, but if it just doesn't work out, it will turn into resentment, and we don't want that to happen. So, we just laid everything out, and obviously, like, they are very disappointed. They are angry at us, and that's when we say that we have to let you go.
Okay.
And then I don't want to relive that moment at all.
Seems well practiced.
No, excuse me, it's very genuine. Yeah.
Was it hard the first time you had to let go of someone?
Yeah.
The thing is, the first time we had to let go of someone was an easy one.
Okay.
Because that person just was not suited for the company and was doing a damage to the company as well. So that was easy to let go. Yeah. Yeah, that was my first time, so it was easy.
Okay.
But the first time that I ever had to let go in a very hard way, I would say that this is that person. Yeah.
That guy,
That guy. Yeah.
Then, like, after the entire thing, do you both cry? Kind of thing?
Oh my God, yes. Yes, we did.
Like in front of him?
No, he left first, and then we bawled our eyes out. That the next 25 minutes, we had a meeting with everybody. And then I was wearing shades in the meeting inside the office. Then they realized something was up. And then we told them everything. They also agree. Because, we work together as a team. We're very close. It's not like they have a separate cubicle or like they can just do their own thing. Whatever person A does affects person B, affects person C, affects us. So we know everything that's happening. So they're aware as well.
I see you're tearing up.
I'm not tearing up, no, I swear, no.
Okay.
Darlene, I have a question. Can you provide us with one piece of golden nugget for those students who are thinking about being an entrepreneur or running their own business?
I would say that if you need to run your business and you need to sacrifice your studies, focus on it, because I don't agree with the quote which says that you have 24/7 and like you can do everything that you want to do. But the fact is that you only have 24/7. You have 24 hours in your life.
In a day.
And you need your sleep. Mental health is important. Physical health is important. And there's only a certain number of hours that you can focus on something that really matters to you. If you really want to build a business and that matters to you, then focus on that one thing. Yeah. Find a balance. There's no such thing as you can be an ace in everything. That's just false. You have to focus on something that you want to build upon. Yeah. And another thing that I would say that I went through is that don't listen to the negativity around you. Yeah. I mean, believe it or not, even our own close friends at the time were not supportive of Rosini and I. Yeah. And it's funny because they are business students. Yeah. But then when we finally venture out and say, okay, I'm going to do something real, they're not supportive. They're very discouraging. Yeah, all the nasty things that they were mentioning. So you will definitely face something like that, even from your own family. But the most important thing is you just block out the noise and just focus on the goal ahead. Yeah.
There you go, guys. One last golden piece of advice, or rather golden nugget from Darlene. We'd like to thank you for being here with your vibrant personality, gracing the studio at the Golden Nuggets, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the guests as well. Sorry, not the guests, the audience, for the listeners, for tuning in to all three parts with Darlene. And with that being said, do you have any last final words?
Nope.
Do you?
Oh no.
Alright. And with that being said, we'd like to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.
Do you know that you can make money from breeding sheep? Well, this is a message from our sponsor ARH, or commonly known as Aliyah Rizq Holdings. ARH specializes in sustainable sheep management with programs for selective breeding, nutritional guidance, everything to keep your flock healthy and productive. Their team can maximize your breeding potential. And get this, they'll even help you sell your sheep, ensuring that you get top dollar for your livestock. So do yourself a favor, take your phone out and check them out at tgnpodcast.com/ARHinvest. With Aliyah Rizq Holdings, you'll be breeding success and money one flock at a time. Nuggets, back to the episode.
This podcast is brought to you by Aliyah Rizq Holdings, and we still have Abang Rosli.
Alright, Abang Rosli.
Saya.
Okay, so you have been investing with ARH for 5 years.
4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
You mentioned that the recent year was the one that you get the first payout.
No,
First
that's I
returns.
think 3-4 payout. But the last payout was huge.
Oh, okay. 3-4 payout, meaning like how is the process like?
Anytime you want to sell your goods, you just make arrangement with him. Then he will sell for you.
Okay,
Anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at that time, my main aim was breeding. So I was breeding. So I invested breed. I just hold.
Can you share with us how big is your flock right now?
Actually, I started with 10. Out of these 10, 3 of us.
Oh, okay.
But you must have the stamina.
Yeah.
Finance.
To hold.
So, yes, correct. Because you got to pay the month. Maintenance, medical
services.
The other 2 friends, some financial problem. Then they decided to back out, so I bought over from them.
I see.
From this 10.
Okay.
Of this 10, to the end of last year, I got my flocks about breeding 106.
Wow,
For
106.
4 years.
Yes.
106.
From 10 become 106. Okay, that's very good. And from this 106, you mentioned that recently you sold off.
Yeah, I sold off about 68.
Okay, you sold off almost half.
Correct.
Slightly more than half.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still have about children about 31 with the parents 7.
I see. Okay. And then can you also share with us like you have invested in so many other things. How is this different from other investment?
For this again the financial, when the kids got come out,
Yeah.
so you don't know how many kids come out, so you got to pay for the medical plus the feed. So at that time, you must have the money ready lah to pay. So
okay.
then my other investment is just one investment you put, then you just wait. Like the property and my car services. I just put for this. You must have a stamina, the money to stand by.
Okay.
To make payment.
But of course, as compared to other investment, this one the outlay is not that high as compared to, like, for example, property investment lah, kan?
Okay, the break even point is 2.5 years to 5 years. It's all depend on the breeding lah. Rezeki masing-masing lah.
Right.
Oh, so that means 2.5 years already. That's your break even point. At any point of time after that, is considered you can profit from it already lah.
Yeah, it depend on how many goods you invested
take in.
initial. So this is he have this plan slides projected. Okay, he prepared all for us already. So give us an idea. These are all projected lah.
Okay. And just now when you mentioned the number doesn't tally, is because you were relying on what was projected lah.
No. On calculation when like to my understanding, the time said 17 break, but maybe he got too many on his portfolio. He thought it's 10. So that was a calculation error. So we sit down lah.
Okay.
He said that time.
How frequent nowadays you go to the farm to look at your investment?
No, actually, I never disturbed him for the last 3 years.
Oh, okay.
I was busy.
With your businesses.
With actually my wife. My wife was undergoing chemo.
Okay.
I wasn't free for the last 3 years. Only that after she passed away last year, I have more time, so I sit down, I clear all my outstanding with him.
I see. Okay. But recently, when was the most recent time you go to the farm?
Just I think last month.
Last month lah. And compared to the first time you saw the farm, that was during COVID semua kan? How has it evolved?
A lot lah, I think. At that time only when he showed initially, it's only goats. Now you have goats, ducks.
Turkeys.
Yes. Then I think in future I heard he's going to do fish some more, tilapia fish, and camels.
Yeah.
So good. I'm really happy for him, and I will support him more. I'm actually his part-time salesman. Yeah, you ask him. I introduce people that, and I will keep introduce.
So far, you have introduced your family, and a lot of them have gone into this investment. If myself, I want to introduce this to my family, how should I word it differently, or how should I put it across to them so that they can actually be a part of this journey?
How do you start?
To tell you very frankly, a lot of hurdles. People will never believe. For me, I told them to go to his farm, and I have my portfolio. I keep track. My Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, you keep track
your own.
So that means every month you check
Yes.
Wow.
Because they will invoice me. They will invoice me, so I keep track. And how many goats breeding, how much I pay him. So I share with all my family members. I told them I do not hide, and I don't earn a single cent. My main wish is to share what I have gained. So I show them the whole spreadsheet.
Okay.
Wow.
To see my portfolio, how much I invested, how much I put in. Then over the years, how many from the parent breeding. So
Right.
so they never want to believe. I show them my this Excel spreadsheet portfolio.
Okay. So that means for me, if I want to introduce this to my family members, I should also have the habit of keeping all these invoices and then
Correct.
checking up with ARH whether how many is in my flock and all that lah.
Yeah, mind you, because this is you must take it as an investor. This is your own business, so you are investing in yourself.
Yes.
For him, he's actually the owner. He should not keep track, because if you ask him to do it, you actually must pay him to do all this administration work.
That's true. Because we are only paying for the goods itself. We
Correct.
are not paying for those extra services.
That's where this come. My ex-friend decided to be demanding. It's not fair for him.
I mean,
you
asking for
cannot-
the
update how much my goat, why my goat breeding. It's not fair for him. That's that's one of the problem.
Okay. So that was why one of your friend fall out from the whole
Yes.
plan. Okay. Okay. And perhaps one last question before we end our section with Abang Rosli. So far, what else or how else can you actually benefit from this whole investment? And also, I understand that you look at it as an investment for the akhirah also.
Yes, correct.
Right? How else do you think you can make use of this investment to perhaps grow more for your akhirah and also for what you have in the world here?
Okay, actually, again, I told you it's not more for financial. I gain in business money, profits, interest. To me, this is how I cleansing my money. I truly believe this, and that's why I keep supporting him. Without him asking, also I will support, because I feel there's a blessing here where what I've been doing. Then initially for my last time, I never at all buat zakat ke, korban ke. Now alhamdulillah for the last 2-3 years. Last year with Astra, we make 12 good korban.
Wow.
At one go I korban 12.
Wow.
Nice. I mean, this is a good initiative that, one needs to do. If, let's say, for the past years, they have been delving to investment that is not that halal or involving interest or stuff like that.
Yeah, we getting this macam from our bank, our CPF. So we don't know, right? So how to cleanse our this? Then my outstanding, we got all the akikah my children. I akikah all my this for all my children. So those that I miss.
Okay. Nice. So what we can really learn from Abang Rosli is with ARH, you not only can invest in your dunya but also in your akhirah.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah, that's like a double-edged, win-win.
Yes.
You win here, you win later. And
Inshallah.
yeah, I mean, that would be an ideal investment, I would say.
Yes.
Especially with ARH. Okay. All right, so we thank you so much, Abang Rosli, for gracing the podcast and sharing your experience with ARH.
Thank you for calling me.
No problem. All right, so that wraps up for the third part of the Golden Nuggets podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And this podcast is brought to you by Aliyah Rizq Holdings. Take care. Bye-bye.